My life was just in shambles in front of me in my lap.
I found out that I had tested positive for the BRCA1 mutation, which is also called the breast cancer gene.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say next. I think I said something like, "Is it cancer?"
When I was 32, I was diagnosed with stage 3 invasive ductal carcinoma, and I was thrown immediately into dose-dense chemotherapy. I was told that it might make me infertile, but I needed it to live today, and so I really didn't have another option.
My husband Danny and I went to visit Israel. I wanted to go to the mikveh to cleanse myself from the cancer, and I wanted to then also go to the kotel to give thanks for surviving the cancer. The night between the mikveh and the kotel, we spontaneously conceived twins.
It was a shock to us, to our oncologists, and it was something that we could have never have predicted. I wish that I would have heard a story like this when I was sick. It would have given me a great deal of hope. And my desire to share it with others is a way that I hope to let people know that they should never give up on themselves.
People think that once you get cancer, your life is over, even if you survive, and that's not true. You really can thrive after.
And I opened the envelope, and there were 4 box seat tickets to the Taylor Swift concert, and the doctors came in maybe a couple hours before we had to leave and said, "Your counts are good enough, you can go to that concert." And I couldn't believe it.
I just wanted to, give that message to people and share that it was amazing to have those, few hours where I could be a normal girl again and just kind of be a 22-year-old. Someone came up to me afterwards and said, "I went to the radiation oncologist today and I got a really similar diagnosis to yours." And the fact that you shared your story provided me a lot of comfort in a really hard time, in a really time of a lot of unknowns. If sharing my story can do that for other people, then it's something I really want to continue doing because I was supported and I want to support other people.
All the women in my family get breast cancer. My mom, my sister, my grandmother.
I told a story about first testing positive for the BRCA gene and really not knowing if I could handle doing anything about it. When you find out that you have, let's say, a cancer gene, it is way more complicated than I think that people realize.
So I started to think about having a prophylactic mastectomy, and the thing that kept on going through my mind was I strong enough? Was I strong enough? I really didn't know.
I'd hate for anyone to feel as alone as I did when I was going through this. I do have a lot of people saying like, "Oh my gosh, my friend was just diagnosed. Can you just talk to them about reconstruction?" I'm like, nothing would make me happier.
And one of the great joys of my life, truthfully, has been talking to other women.
Sharsheret provides support to young Jewish women with breast or ovarian cancer and provides them someone to connect to who has the same or similar diagnosis. I find it really helpful to connect with others who have gone through the same thing or are going through the same thing because I can give to other people what they gave to me, and I can continue to the chain, the Sharsheret, if you will, of all of these people working together to bring this really small group of people, of young Jewish women with breast and ovarian cancer together.
Ask for help when you need it and be open to where help comes from. Sometimes it comes from the most unexpected places and it helps at the most unexpected times.
I think it's nice to hear stories of people's courage. I think it's also really nice to hear stories of people's fallibility and anger, and I thought the people tonight were so unbelievably brave.
I was holding my 2 beautiful baby girls, and that was truly the first time that I realized that I had life in the palm of my hands.
The support that Sharsheret and so many other organizations and people gave to me inspired me to go into social work myself.
And I thought so much about the gene that I hope will define me, and that's the resilience gene. And for that, I could not feel more fortunate. Thank you.